For those that travelled, long distances, thanks very much. We really appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. To all the locals, sorry for ruining your guys' long weekend, but we planned it for today because yesterday was Dad's birthday, so thanks for that. One of the guys that can't be here today is one of our brothers, Buddy, Epati. He sends his apologies that he couldn't make it, so that's okay. The rest of us are here. Heaps of family wanted to come, but they all send their love and wishes for today, and that's awesome. I just want to acknowledge my mum, Sienni. She's in Johnsonville Hospital, not doing too well, but she sends her love as well to all of us, and well, we're all here together. The program we got today is we're going to get Jenny to read our stone. Oh, sorry, Uncle Arthur's going to do the service. Sorry, Uncle. And thank you, Uncle. Dad wants no one else to do his service except for you, or maybe James. Yep. Following that, I think the girls have got a song. The girls are going to sing a song. Yeah. Yep. Yes, and Jenny is going to read the stone, and so the girls, hello Emma and Octavia, and kind of after that, whoever wants to say something, you're more than welcome to. And then after that, we're all going to go down to Poro Club and catch up with everyone and have a cup of tea and something to eat, and maybe some beers later. But thanks very much, everyone. Did I miss anything out? Thanks very much. Over to you, Uncle.
First of all, thank you to the boys and the family for having confidence in me to do this. First, the other thing is I do apologize. It's not a service. What Jenny wanted was just a prayer, so I prepared for that. A service needs the Bible, needs things like that. I didn't do that. I just took the prayer because of what I was supposed to do. But nevertheless, Mia and Sarah have got a version of Psalm 23, which they are going to sing before I say the prayer. So,
my shepherd, he's all that I need. The Lord takes such good care of me. Beside the still water.
God, 1,000 years in the sight of our eternal and merciful Father are but a day. The years of our life but a passing hour. He grants us life, and life He has taken away. Praise be His name. Peter, officer, you believe, has been taken from our midst. We are paid by the cap in our lives. Yet love is strong as death. The bond love creates our eternal, and ours is the blessing of memory, through which the lives of our departed continue to be with us. Almighty God, Master of mercy, whose compassion endures forever, let neither death nor sorrow have dominion over us. Grant us comfort, strength, and consolation, as it is written, the Lord.
October 1949. To the 1st of April 2014. Rest in love.
Hello, Emma. So Emma and Octavia are just going to read the back. Malusi, Emma, come on.
Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Always protects, always trusts, always hopes. Yes,
I said that, Emma.
Husband to Sieni, alo Enrique
Malusi, you too, come on.
He's been one of the very strongest member of the Yafeta family. And the things that he did in life, those are the memories that we keep. He's done a lot for the community. I remember him being in the court representing the Samoan people, the youth. And that, I believe that we held that in high esteem.
I know I had so much respect for him. When I was growing up, had a lot of dealings with the mongrel mob and the Black Power and all that sort of shit. It was Uncle Pete that dragged me away from the mongrel mob. We had trouble trying to get Norrie away. So what he did, he said, let's invite them to dinner. So we invited the Sergeant of Arms, Joe Moki, Sid and all that to 42. And we showed Norrie that the mongrel mob were not all, not all as great as they, he imagined they were. So as soon as the mongrel mob got in, there was 5 of them. Pete locked the doors. I locked the other door. And you should have seen these guys flying out the window, left, right and centre, right, From that day on, Norrie, I thought they were tough. They're a bunch of winkers. Even, on his last days, he always had that staunch, attitude about him, He refused to, let people know that he was sick. He just wouldn't admit it. And I didn't realise how sick he was until he asked me, bro, can you run me into hospital? I've got an appointment with a specialist. Yeah, sure. I took him into town. And when I took him in for his appointment, he goes, you wait outside, I'll just whip in, I won't be long. And anyway, being as stubborn as I am, I said, hell no, I'm coming with you. I bloody drove you here, I've got to see what's up. And they asked him to take his shirt off. And all I saw was ribs, I walked outside in tears and I rang Tina. I said, he's staying with me, fuck, I'm not letting him go back to this place. I didn't realise how crook he was. So anyway, I said, look, after the appointment, jump in the car. I said, look, we'll just go around my place. We'll just, park up there for, the night. And And while we're doing this, I said to Gina, go and raid. I want all his clothes out of that house now. Yeah. And that's how he ended up with me. And it's funny that, you know, even at night time, you know, I look over to where he used to sit, you know, and I miss him, you know, he's not there. Even outside, you know, because I do the same things all the time. I sit out there, listen to my music, and he used to be next to me, you know, fucking lighting up the storm, you know, we're both there. He always used to, you know, man up, man, oh, shut up. Just take your pills. You know, I miss him, mate, you know, it's sad, you know, same as Norrie, you know. And, you know, it's our turn now, you know. We're the next generation to start fading away, you know, so it's up to you guys. I know he was hard, but what you guys have to realize, those of you overseas, you cannot afford to take his, you know, his legacy with you. Because if you guys are going to be like him and hit first and say sorry later, you will all be fucking deported back to New Zealand. I don't want to see that happen to you guys. You know, let his violence and that stay with him. That's something that we can remember by it, you know. He was staunch, didn't back down from anybody, didn't give a shit who it was. He'll deal to it there and then. You know, I love him. Good on you, mate. Rest in peace. Manuel Malanga.
Thanks, Gordy.
Might as well say a few words. Thank you, Jupe, Sammy, Tully, the whole family. Being the youngest of the brothers, Pete to me was, as Tor said, he was a hard man. Hardcore, as in he was really strict. I loved, feared, admired everything about the man. He gave me a lot of advice, things like don't back down from a fight, smash him, give your all, love with all your heart, do your best. Don't be ashamed of yourself. The last time he came to Australia and visited me, it hit me this morning. He gave me one more word, and I couldn't remember what it was. So I downloaded 2 dictionaries, and I tried to remember what the word was. And I knew it started with P, but I just couldn't figure it out. And saw Tully, and I said, Tully, you know, this thing came to me, his last word that he said to me to remember. And Tully was like, pistis. I said, that's it. So I put it into the dictionary to try and remember what it meant, but I couldn't spell it. And I came up with all the suggestions. And if he knew that I had forgotten this, tell me off. So I'll go back and reminisce all of his hard words, kind words, loving words, all of it. He was the best man. He drove us. Old school ways. Today, a lot of young people would cringe at the way he taught us. But he taught us in his old school ways. That's where he was from, Samoa. Changed all of my brothers and sisters in nappies. That's the love that he had for all of us. Anyone pick on anyone, man, we'll bash them. Old school, original, loving ways. Things that we're trying to be like. Not in a violent way, because at the end, even though he was still strong, he moved away from the violence and used his words. And that was a shock, because when I was young, he was pretty hands-on, so to speak. love this man. Always love him. He'll always be a part of me. And I'll always try to make him proud. I love you, big brother.